What's going on, guys? George from South Florida, African Cichlids and more here, and today I'm bringing you my tuber challenge and a whole channel update. Gonna be showing off all the tanks, so stay tuned. I keep African cichlids, as you could see, but yeah, I haven't done an update of some of the tanks in a while. The fish are getting bigger, and just thought you'd like to see that while I read the questions. Alright, so let's get on with it then, shall we? The first question of the tuber challenge is, how did you get into the hobby? And I honestly got into the hobby through my girlfriend Amanda. If you guys don't know, we've been together for almost 10 years and we share a lot of the same hobbies and passions. We're very similar in a lot of those ways, so I guess that's part of what keeps us together too. But she actually got the first tank. We bought it off Craigslist. It was a 75 gallon. We got it with a decent wood stand. The tank was in use conditions. It wasn't even like good. It was just decent. It holds water, you know. We got it for, I think it was $200. It came with a canister filter with a hang on back and with all the fish that were in it. At the time, I think there was 2 pacus, 1 goldfish, 1 koi. They had one of those dragon lizard fish, a whole bunch of like weird fish. They had mbuna in there, a whole bunch of like different fish mixed together. And when we moved the tank to the new location, we actually kept those fish in there, but we knew that the pacu were too big and a lot of the fish. So slowly we started rehoming those fish. It took us, you know, 1 or 2 years, because we didn't just want to like dump them or give them to anyone. We wanted to get them good homes. So we did that. We got them good homes, and then is when we started actually, you know, trying to keep one lake or one country of fish, you know, in the tank. And that's when we got into African cichlids, pretty much. So the second question is, how many tanks do you currently run? Currently in my house, I have 5 tanks. I have 2 40 gallons, a 24 gallon, a 20 gallon, and a 5.5 gallon. In my girlfriend's house, there's 3 tanks. There's a 120 gallon, a 29 gallon, and a 10 gallon. Consider the tanks to be both of ours because we both do maintenance on them. We both have picked out the fish for them, and we both keep the fish together. So yeah, there you go. Total 8 tanks so far. The third question is, what is your favorite fish you currently own? Whew, that's a tough one, but I would say it would have to be between my ruby red breeder, which is a complete stunner, the pink dragon blood you're seeing on the screen there up top, or the Otopharynx tetrastigma, or the star. There's just too many nice fish, you know. I don't have one favorite fish. Number 4, what is your dream fish? So again, I don't have just one dream fish, but my dream fish, if I had a bigger tank, would be to keep predator haps, especially Buccochromis norditania, Buccochromis rhodesii yellow. I love the big buccos, some Malawi hawks, VC10, livingstoni. Want to get some of those big predator haps, man. I just love them. The 5th question, what are your favorite type of filters to use and why? If I was only to use one filter, it would be a sponge because of ease of maintenance. It does great mechanical filtration and biological filtration. So yeah, can't go wrong with a sponge. I do use hang-on backs and canisters as well, so you know, they all work great. What lighting do you prefer to use and why? Question number 6. I prefer LED lighting. It's not the cheapest, but it's the most cost effective. I think it's going to save you money in the long term. I just love the shimmer that you get with the LED light, and the color that you get. You know, it's like a very pure white color. It's not a yellow color like on most fluorescents. You can see the shimmer in this video here. This is our 10-gallon fry tank, and that's one of our male obies that's growing out in there, just looking great. But yeah, LED lights all the way. You know, they come, you could buy them cheap on eBay for $20 or $30, up to, you know, $200 or $300, depending on the quality that you want. And yeah, there's a price range for everyone. All right, question number 7: favorite type of tank setup. So I like my tanks pretty plain, and the fish that I keep are Africans, peacocks mostly, and they like free open space to swim. So I like having a sand substrate and some rocks, as you can see in this video. They will use the caves. They like to get in the cave sometimes when they're sleeping, just to avoid some of the current. They'll get in the cave, etc. And yeah, they really seem to like it too. It's not about what I like the most, but they like it better too. What is your dream tank? So currently my dream tank is a 300-gallon 8-foot tank. So 8 foot by 2 feet by I think it's 8 foot by 2 feet by 30 inches, or by 3 feet. And that's my dream tank as of now, and it'll be a while till I get it. That's why I say it's my dream tank, because currently I live in a townhouse. My girlfriend lives in a 4th-story apartment, so there's no way that we can make that monster tank fit. But yeah, something like that, and I might house peacock bass. I've always wanted to do peacock bass and Oscars, some big fish, some stingrays. So I wanted to do like a southern Central American tank with those species, and that would be my dream tank currently. Number 9: what keeps you in the hobby? Honestly, like breeding is what keeps me in the hobby. It's one of the most rewarding parts of fish keeping, in my opinion. You're providing such good water parameters for these fish that they're breeding. I mean, they do all the work, and you get to raise these awesome fry and see what they look like. I also breed hybrids, so those are really fun because you never know what they're gonna look like when they grow up. Some of them, they all look a little bit different. So that's the thing that I love the most about African cichlids, is that you never know what they're gonna look like. You could have like one fish from one person, and the same fish, the same name from somebody else, yet they have a few little differences, whether it be like uh, the top fin is black or white. Yeah, I think all those little characteristics of a fish is what I love the most. Here you see my 29-gallon Cynotilapia afrocobia group. The guy in the middle with the yellow forehead is the male, and most of the other ones are females. I have a couple yellow labs in there as ditherfish. They help to get the cobius to come out more. The cobius are one of the most they like to hide in rocks, etc. So it's hard to get them to come out, and they're super skittish. They've been with us for like 2 or 3 months, and we actually had our first successful spawn, and we got the eggs just a couple days ago. And for the 10th question, I forgot to say this, but I was tagged by Gene Michael, and his question was, can you keep goldfish with other types of fish? And my answer to him is yes. I've never kept goldfish, granted. It's never, not because, I mean, I love how they look, but they've never just really caught my attention. And I would really like to put them in a big tank, and the big tanks that I have right now are dedicated to African cichlids. I know the goldfish produce a lot of waste and a lot of ammonia, but yeah, if I was to keep goldfish with other fish, I would keep them in with some Cory catfish for sure. I love the Cory catfish. You could see some here in the video. This is my breeding group of ruby red. I just have the male and one OB female in there right now. I just moved them in here like 2 or 3 days ago and turned on the light right now, so he's still getting used to the tank. But yeah, Cory catfish. I'm not sure what else you would want to put there. Maybe a pleco to help with the algae. But yeah, it's goldfish can definitely be kept with other fish. And I think the best way to figure that out is just to try it. Like I've been with this hobby before the internet, Facebook groups or YouTube or anything like that. So I mean, back then the only way to do it was to try it for yourself, and I think that's the best way that you make educated decisions based on your own experience, like IFG says. And on my channel, I'm going to be sharing, my breeding experiences and hopefully the growth of my, small business with you guys. I'm currently selling, any fry that I get. I usually grow them out a little bit. Once they get a little bit of color, I start selling them, or I start selling them as fry. And it's one of the things that I would really like to make a living off of if I could. So, we're gonna see how it goes. I have a couple other side businesses too. I'm also a chef, so if you have any questions or you need a recipe or anything, yeah, feel free to hit me up. I just want to eventually, work for myself. It sucks to work for somebody else. You always get overworked. The employers really don't give a shit about you here in Miami, to be frankly, and the wages suck and the cost of living is very expensive. So yeah, this is just a supplemental income for me, hopefully, with the breeding, and I hope you guys stay tuned for the journey. So now for my tags, I'm gonna tag 3 people. I'm gonna tag Sasquatch Aquatics. Yeah, buddy, you knew it was coming, so you better be ready. Sasquatch Aquatics. I'm gonna tag my boy Liberty Bell Cichlids. He's been on the Mixed African Cichlids group in Google Plus, and he's been a great supporter of my channel, and I support him as well. But you need to do one of these, man. And the last person I wanted to tag is Aquarium Cop, aka Jorn. So there you go, my 3 tags: Sasquatch Aquatics, Liberty Bell Cichlids, and Aquarium Cop. And the 10th question, real quick before I forget. So the 10th question is going to be, what is the biggest rookie mistake you've made throughout your fish keeping career? This should be an interesting one. So again, thank you guys for watching. Please feel free to subscribe and hit the like button, and I'll see you guys next time.